Hello 6th and 7th graders. I hope you're having a nice day, and I hope that you're able to follow the instructions in your last video. Today I just wanted to review your thumbnail sketches. Make sure you use basic form, draw lightly, fill up your space when you're sketching your pun. I wanted to point out that it is okay to just focus on like the object of your pun, but as long as you draw it nice and large, and then I would probably add some shading or coloring to your background. But when you start to add details in your background, your middle ground and foreground, your pun becomes a lot more pleasing and fun to look at. So consider looking up or thinking of some ideas that you could add to your background. So I just added some like striped designs in the background of my cheesecake, and I'm adding some sea-like designs to my seesaw. I actually went on Google and looked up some ideas for this, and when I Googled like seaweed, I also put the word illustration next to it, so seaweed/illustration, and that helped me to find some things that were easier to draw and quick. I've folded my section paper into 4 sections. It's okay if you just draw all 4 on one sheet of paper in your sketchbook. That's up to you. But today what I'm going to do is just kind of walk you through drawing your work larger. Now, if you want your paper to be square, you could use that technique we used when we created, I think it was our album art. We folded like a little triangle, and then like we cut off the edge, and then you get a square paper. I'm not going to do square today just because I don't have scissors in front of me. I don't want to stop. So on your rough draft, actually I'm going to use that paper I folded because I can still use it even though it's a fold because it was a rough draft. I don't want to waste paper. Okay, so pick your favorite sketch. So I have French fries, watermelon, and you probably couldn't tell this is a watermelon because I haven't added color, but I was going to excuse me, add like a green rind here and then like a pink color for the water part of the melon. And cheesecake. It'd be kind of cute to draw a little mouth in there maybe. French fries you could do. Maybe you have like a little background with like baristas or shops for France, or maybe like even the Eiffel Tower. That might be a lot of work though, which is totally great if you have time. And then for watermelon, we talked about maybe drawing like a water bottle instead of a glass. We talked about maybe drawing like a sink with little melons coming out of it. You could also put like a person in the background or someone drinking it. I don't know. You guys can be creative. So my favorite sketch out of all of these is definitely the seesaw and the cheesecake. I just like that they take up space. I think that the French fry is cute, but it needs more details. So I'm going to actually draw, the cheesecake. I was going to do the seesaw, but I'm going to go for the cheesecake. So I'm going to start with a light ellipse shape. That's just your oval on the side, kind of smushed and flattened out. I'm going to add 2 vertical and parallel lines for my cylinder. And this is kind of fun. I'm going to show you how to draw a slice out of your cake today. So even if you're not drawing a cylinder or a cake, this might be a fun lesson for you to follow along with, so you can learn to draw a cake. Now this is another ellipse shape. If it's easier for you to draw the ellipse all the way through the cake, you can do that, but then you have to erase the line. Alright, maybe I'll make that out a little more. And then I'm going to draw 2 kind of curving vertical lines. Ooh, I'm going to expand on my idea. So a lot of you who haven't had art before, like all my 6th graders, and maybe even a lot of the 7th graders too, if you draw like 2 vertical lines here and then curve it, this is kind of like another cylinder, you can make a platter. I'm just showing you this because it's a lot of kind of fun to draw. Definitely you could just keep it on a plate, but take it to the next level. whenever I draw on the document camera, I can see my mistakes a lot easier than when I'm just looking at the paper. That's another trick I use a lot when I'm drawing or painting. I'll take my cell phone and I'll take some pictures, and then like I'll rotate the picture and be like, it helps me to see where I made my mistakes a lot of times. But that's okay, I don't have to be 100% perfect. Now, maybe I'll take this to the next level. First, let me put my horizon line or table line. There we go. And then I'm going to, actually to take this to the next level, I'm going to add little birthday candles. So these will be like the shape of a cylinder, little ellipse on the top. You want to erase the line that goes through, a little vertical line, and almost like a drop of water. That's your flame. Now, if you're doing candles, you want to make sure that they're even. You can make them skinnier or wider. You could make like numbers. Now I know we haven't done letters in 3D, which we'll do at some point, hopefully when we go back. Let's see. Say this is a cake for somebody that's 9. I'm going to overlap because I probably... You know how they have the little candles that are 3D? You could go ahead and do that if you want. Kind of looks like a Q more than a 9. Now, most of you probably don't know how to do your block letters and numbers yet, so it's okay if you don't do this. It's just an idea. It looks kind of funny to me. I don't know what I did wrong. Anyway, probably something at the top here. Alright, that's better. Okay, maybe you want to decorate that with some designs. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm gonna stop there. I don't want this video to be too long. So I'm drawing some little circles or kind of like ellipses for the cheese holes. You gotta make sure to make them elliptical on the top. And then on the front you can make them more circular looking. Fun. Okay, and then, oh, let me show you how to make a slice out of your cake. That's important. You want to do the letter, oh, I don't want it to go through my candle. Let's see. I'm going to do like the letter A, kind of. It's going to be a weird looking slice. It's okay. And then I'm going to erase everything that's in that little A or upside down V area. And I'm going to draw a line that comes from the center down, and then I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to draw another A or V, erase everything below it, and then I'm going to connect the top of my, or like the bottom of my A to the bottom of my other A. I know it's not really an A. It's more of like a triangle shape. And then I erase. Well, that's probably not the best looking slice of cake there because it's in an awkward position. It's better if you kind of center it. It's easier to draw that way. Mine looks like someone was kind of careless when they cut the cake. Let me move that over. And then maybe put that over there. Okay. Alright. Oh, you know what? This is my rough draft, so I'm not going to be too hard on myself. I can fix it in my final. That's why we do a rough draft. So when I do my final, I'll probably move the slice over. And then if I want, I could draw a slice of cake on the table. And I just draw kind of like a triangle, but it's like on an angle. And then this is kind of like the concept we use with the cube. You want to bring this line right down here. And then I like to do like a little napkin. And then, I don't know, maybe you want to make it like a layered cake. And maybe you want to draw like a fork here or a party hat. I don't know. Like I said, I know that you're all doing different puns, but sometimes it's fun to just draw along because you can learn like new techniques. And then I'm just going to do wavy lines. Now, I'll post a second video on transferring this onto, that was messy. And again, this is my rough draft, so it's okay. Yeah, I'm totally making mistakes right now. Sometimes I like to flip my paper over. I'm making mistakes because I have a bunch of stuff in the way on the right of me. Sometimes it's easier to flip your paper over and draw. Maybe there's confetti in the background. I definitely need to add to this to make it more appealing and balanced. Okay, so like I said, this is a rough draft, so all those little mistakes are normal. The next thing you want to do is take your paper, stack it on top, and I'm just going to show you. See that window there? I'm going to go to that window, I'm going to stick this in the window, and I'm going to trace over my design. However, I'm not going to trace over the area that I made a mistake. I'm going to just I'm going to draw my cake as if it doesn't have a slice, and then I'll redraw it. So I'm going to pause this video, and actually I'm going to stop this video. I'm going to do 2 videos for this. So that was your rough draft, and then tomorrow you should do your final. Or you can start it today and then color it tomorrow.